So a very pleasant good morning. Oh, hello to Abigail, Dylan, Hunter, Caitlin, and Savannah. Abigail, thank you so much for the smiley face. So I see that you know how to do it. Do me a favor, all of you. Do not be afraid to use those emoticons and to press buttons because you're not going to hurt anything. Now, so it is our first class. We're going to get all these little things worked out, and we do have some fun planned for our third grade RAMP class. Okay, as you may know, RAMP stands for Reading and Math Practice. So you at home have learning guides, and I am your elementary teacher facilitator. It's a big, long word that I'm there to support you. I grade your tests. And I'm here to help you in any way that I can. And this is one way that we try to learn just in a little bit different way and with some of our classmates in an interactive virtual classroom. So notice up on the board, I am in that picture. I don't know, can anybody find me up there? So there, you can actually raise your hand, and if you look above your names, you'll see a smiley face and you'll see a hand. If you click on the hand, and then there, Abigail and Caitlin, good job. Let's see here. Let me see if I can hear you. Yes. Oh, thank you. Okay, I can hear you as well. Thank you for being patient. Okay, so your microphone is working. How are you doing today? Good. Good. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming. Slowly but surely, we're going to get this all worked out. All right, thank you for coming today. We are going to do some microphone checks in just a moment so we can make sure we hear everybody. But let me just get this started. I just want to let you know I am so excited to be working with all of you this year. I'm looking forward to our third grade school year. I hope so far that you have had fun learning at home. I know some of you have already turned in test 20 and I've been grading them. Some of you have been doing your fluency tests. If you haven't, just a reminder to go ahead and do that. There is no pressure, and we'll be talking about the fluency test a little bit later at the end of class. But I do want to start out with our riddle, because for Meet the Teacher, we did do this riddle, and I said, if you come to RAMP, we'll go over the answer. So I'm not sure if anybody knew the answer, if anybody wants to try to tell us the answer. Oh, Dylan, I'm so excited. Thank you for your notes coming in. Thank you. And all of you, feel free. I'm going to show you where to write the notes in case you don't know, but I'm going to show you. So here's our riddle. Are you ready? It says, what starts with P, ends with an E, and has thousands of letters? Okay, so does anybody know? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear all the hands. If anybody wants to raise their hand. Oh, look, Hunter knows. Feel free to send me a note with your answer because I can't call on everybody. But if you want to raise your hand and tell the class the answer. So let's think. What starts with a P, ends with an E, and has thousands of letters? And you will know this as soon as I tell you the answer. Does anybody know? Okay, Savannah, go right ahead. What is the answer? Okay, a little bit louder. I'm not sure that I heard you. Go ahead. Was anybody, go ahead and click your talk button. Up at the top, there's a talk button.
Post office.
Oh, you are right. Very good, Savannah. Way to go. Everybody, I'm going to give her a big round of applause. So if you look up where that smiley face is, if you hover over it with your mouse, you can give her a big round of applause. It is a post office. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you, if you're not sure what a post office, well, it does begin with a P, and it does end with an E, and it does have thousands of letters. So there is our first riddle for our RAMP class. So it starts with a P, it ends with an E, whoops, okay, and has thousands of letters. So excellent job. Thank you so much, Savannah. All right, So we're going to move on. Now what we're going to do today is we're pretty much I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and we're going to learn how to use the tools in the classroom for those of you that may be unsure. And then we will do a fun activity. I have a couple of fun things planned, and an hour is never enough time. Let me just tell you that. So we never have enough time. But we will try to get through as much as we can, and I do have some announcements and things to tell you. All right, so for the most part, everybody signed in correctly. As long as I have your first name and your last initial, here's what we really want you to do, but you are all fine for today. If you, say my name is Mark, whatever, Mark E. All right, so you sign in with, you just use your school ID number. So your first initial, your last initial, and your number, but put your first name first, so that way I know. So like for example, Caitlin, I might have a few Caitlin, so you just want to put your whole name there. So that's not your last name, just put your first name, and then your first initial, your last initial with your number. So my first name is Mary, so I would put Mary, and then I would put MB because that's Mary Bowers, and I would put 1, 2, 3, whatever my number is. Okay, so that's how you would sign in, just so I have the attendance correctly. Okay, so that's the proper login. So let's see what else. While we get started, I want you all to put on your thinking caps, and we're going to try a real problem. Are you ready? This is, let's see, here it is. What we're going to do is, this is a little brain teaser, so let's see if we're all warmed up. This is just a graph, and we're going to read it up here at the top, and then we're going to click on the correct answer. So if you follow my little finger up here, it says, Paula timed how long some traffic lights stayed red before changing to green. The graph below shows how many seconds the traffic light at each cross street stayed red. So here's the seconds, 10, 20, and 30 seconds along the side. Down here, these are the traffic lights on Pine Street, on Elm Street, on Market Street, and Cayuga Street. And so this whole graph is showing you that the time the traffic light stayed red. Now, has anybody ever been at a red light going, is this ever going to turn green? How long are we going to sit here? Okay, so what I want you to do is take a look at this chart, and I want you to tell me, answer this question. Now what I'm going to do, it says, at which cross street is the traffic light red more than 10 seconds, but less than 20 seconds? So I'm going to switch the polling here, and I'm going to allow you to click on A, B, C, and D. So if you look above your name, you will see the letter A. If you hover over the letter A, B, C, and D will pop up, and all of you can click on the answer that you think it is. Now you might see a letter come up by one of your friends. Try not to peek at them. I can hide them, but for today's sake, I'm going to leave it all open. So if you hover up where you raise your hand, so I know Dylan and Caitlin and Abby all know how to raise their hand. If you look right beside it, there's an A. So click on A, B, C, or D, and I'm going to call on someone for the answer in just a moment, but I want to make sure everybody has time to read the problem, okay, and then click on the correct answer. So one moment, there it is, so a little bit closer for you. Okay, now, if any of you did not find the A, B, C, and D, it's up by where you raise your hand. So Abigail found it, Caitlin found it, Hunter found it, excellent. So right beside where you raise your hand, there's an A, B, C, and D. So let's see, Abigail, go right ahead and tell us what is the correct answer.
D is the correct answer.
D is the correct answer. You are so right. Now, can you tell me, how did you find D? You are right.
Because D is in between 10 and 20, and it's higher than 10 and lower than 20 in the middle.
You are so right. So thank you very much. So look at this, everybody. If we drew a line, see, it's more than 10 and it's less than 20. And so Cayuga Street is the correct answer of D. So I see that Abigail got it correct, and Caitlin got it correct, and Hunter got it correct, and it is D. You are correct. Now watch what I can do, everybody. I can actually take our answers and watch this. Ta-da! I put our answers up on the board. This is how many people, 4 out of 7, thought the answer was D. Okay, we have some that didn't click, and I'm going to show you where to click now in case anybody could not find it. All right, so just now we just used a polling, and I'm going to talk a little bit here. We clicked on A, B, C, and D, if you notice. So our classroom is made that we can communicate with all of these tools. So just now, a lot of you have already used your smiley face. If you look up at the board, okay, you see these exact smiley face, and you see the clock on that person's face and a hand and a check mark. Well, this is where you're going to use your emoticons. So the emoticons I'm going to point is right here. So if you hover over this with your mouse, you're not going to hurt anything. You can click it, and you're going to see all different kinds of check marks, and let's see what else. Laugh out loud, and applaud sign, and a blue face if you're confused and you don't understand. A thumbs up, a thumbs down, okay? So we're going to play a game with these, but feel free to click any of those right now while we're playing around. So we got some thumbs up, and so just so I know that you found where we're looking, you could do smiley, thumbs up, thumbs down, blue face, like what is she talking about? Okay, so these are all very important ways that we communicate. If you ever need to step away, that little guy right there, if you need to use the restroom, you don't have to ask me. You can just say, uh-oh, I have to go, I'll be right back. And if you step away, I'll know that you're coming back. So watch this. My name, right beside my name, it'll say that I'm stepped away. So watch real quick. So if everybody wants to step away for just a moment, but please come back, you may do that. So it's kind of playing like hide and seek. I'm gone, now you see me, now you don't, but now I'm back. Okay, Katie's still hiding. She's away. Okay, now your hand. To raise your hand, you just click on that little hand right there. I'm Mrs. Bowers. All right, and I want to tell you just a little bit about me, and then I can't wait to hear all about you all and learn about you. But this is my family. This is my husband, Mark, and this is Mark, my son, who's 16. This is Megan, who's 13. Matthew, who is 6, and Maggie, our doggie. All right, and this is me, and we are in Florida. So those are just some fun pictures I thought I'd share with you of my family. All right, we're going to go ahead and just take a look at our calendar here. So this is today. It is, can anybody tell me like what the day is? Would anybody like to read the date for us? So we can start off by saying today is, does anybody want to try that for me? Caitlin, go right ahead.
Today is Thursday the 17th.
Yes, you are correct. Now follow my little pointer finger, and we're going to say today is Thursday. What month is it?
October 30th, 2013.
Okay, excellent. So we're going to say today is Thursday, October 17th, 2013. Okay, excellent job, Katie. Thank you. All right, so we will be having ramp. As you can see, we're going to have ramp each Thursday at the same time, same place. So 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock each Thursday. And yes, even on Halloween, we will be having our ramp class. Dylan, go ahead and try your microphone. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, Dylan. Are you happy to be here today?
Yeah, I really like ramp.
I know. I love the fact that you came. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come to ramp. Yay. Okay, thank you. I can hear you loud and clear. All right, look at that smiley face. Okay, let's move right down to Hunter. Good morning, Hunter.
Is this thing working?
Oh, it's working now. I can hear you loud and clear. Good job. Yes, it's working. I could hear you. Okay, we're going to move down to Caitlin now. Thank you, Hunter. Oh, see, look at that. And feel free free to use the emoticons, the smiley face, all the different things. Go ahead, Caitlin.
Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
Good.
Thank you for coming to class. Were you excited to come in?
Yes.
Good. Well, I hope to see you each week. Bring your other third grade friends so we can have some fun. All right, thank you. And let's see, Katie. Katie, go ahead and try your mic, please.
Hello. My name is Katie, and my favorite animal is a wolf.
Ooh, a wolf. Really? What do you like about wolves?
They just seem so majestic, and they have a family. They like family and everything.
Wow, I love that. That is so interesting and fascinating. Thank you for sharing that with me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for coming to RAMP today. And I can hear you loud and clear. All right, very wonderful. Miss Rosie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. Is there anything you wanted to tell us? I can hear you loud and clear.
I live on a farm.
Wow, that is so interesting. And do you have animals?
Yes.
Ooh, tell us, what kind of animals?
I have horses, sheep, and chickens.
Wow. That is so wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, Rosie. All right, and Savannah, let's see. Go ahead and test your microphone.
Hello?
Good morning, I can hear you. And how are you today?
Awesome.
Oh, great answer. These are some classroom rules. Of course, we all need a little bit of classroom rules. We want to make sure if you, when you come to class, make sure everybody's on time. And if you want to come early, early's better than on time. So come 5 or 10 minutes early. We can chit-chat a little bit before class. Make sure your mic's working. That way, right at 10 o'clock, we can get started. Come, be ready to learn. Be ready to participate. I love the more participation, the better. It makes our class more fun. As you can see, it's more fun when we can talk and interact. And just be sure to be positive and polite at all times. Please be respectful of other people when they're talking or answering, because we're all here to learn. We're all here for the same reason. So we don't always have the right answers, but we're here to find out what the right answers are. So we just want to be productive, use our hour as best we can, as wisely as we can, and just have a fun time. Some of you have been writing me notes. I want to go over that for a moment. Dylan's been writing me some good notes. So you'll see down in the chat box, let's all send each other a little something positive and respectful and kind in the chat notes. So if you just want to say hi, hello, if you look under your names, you'll see chat. And you can send it to the room or you can click on somebody's name, but you want to type your little word or whatever you're going to say right here. Now, as we get better and better at using our computer here, you're going to see this smiley face over here. To the right, I'm pointing with my little pointer finger. You can click on all kinds of different little footballs and smileys and books and music and whatever interests you. Maybe you want to just send a picture of something. So feel free to send a note to your friends. You can send words as long as it's school appropriate. You can just write anything there and send it to one particular friend. Oh, look at that, Dylan. He used all the funny faces. Okay, good job. If you ever do have any technical issues, you can always call tech at 1-888-PA-CYBER. You can connect to tech if your microphone isn't working, or but for the basics, you just want to make sure everything's plugged in. Go over just the basics before you do call tech, just to make sure. we're going to play a little game of Simon Says. So please, show me a smile. Simon Says, show me a smiley face if you are happy to be here today. You can do smiley face or laugh out loud, whichever one. Simon Says, show me a green check mark if you like learning. So, show me a green check mark if you like learning. Yay! Watch what I'm going to do. So Simon does say, I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the board. So far, we have 7 out of 9. Okay, excellent. All right. On the count of 3, give me an applaud sign if you're excited to be here today. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Okay, they're very good, very good. Okay, but I don't think Simon said. Uh-oh, but you know what? I'm just kidding. Excellent job for following my directions. Okay, very good job. So what we're going to do now, how many of you like to go shopping? I love to go shopping, okay, and if you don't, that's okay. We're going to do, summer, yes, no, maybe so. I like to go when yes, I have something I have to buy. So let's just pretend I need a volunteer. Who would like to raise their hand and help me out? I'm going to go shopping. Okay, Rosie, do me a favor and tell me, notice these little things. There's a baseball, a bat, a basketball. What would you like to buy over here? Do you need a calculator, or do you want to go bowling or football or glasses? What would you like to buy over here?
I would like to buy a basketball.
Oh, okay. So watch what we can do. If you click the very top of you have a little toolbar there, and I'm going to teach more to you about this, but you can click on it. We can actually move this basketball over. Look at that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, Miss Rosie, you owe me, 26 cents for that basketball. Okay, let's just pretend you owe me 26 cents. Do you know how can we make 26 cents over this money over here? So here's a penny, a nickel, a dime, and a quarter. Guess what we can do, Rosie? We can actually click and drag these over. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to let you try it. If you want to click with your mouse, let's see. You have to click the arrow button and click on those coins. See if you can move them. Let me see if I can help you out there. Okay. What coins would we need to make 26 cents? Let's see.
I would put a penny.
Okay, I'm going to pull that penny over because he's worth 1 cent. Okay, and what else would you put?
I would put a dime.
Ooh, good one. I wasn't thinking that. I like that. Okay, and what else?
A nickel.
Oh, a nickel. Okay, let's see. That's 10, 15, that's 16 cents. I still need 10 more cents, please.
And a dime.
Oh, all right. So everybody, how did Rosie do? Did she give me 26 cents for that basketball? What do you think? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? How'd she do? Applause? All right. So that's 10, 20, 5, 26. Miss Rosie, here is your basketball. Well, that is just a taste of what we can do. I want to go ahead and just show you a couple things that we need to announce. New this year is our Singapore math. How many of you have been working in your Singapore math books? Give me a smiley face if so. I know I have received some of your test 20. I've received chapter 1 and 2 tests. For those of you that are still working, that's fine. If you ever have questions about how to do it, because it is a new concept for us this year, it's a new way of learning. If you have questions, I'm here to help you. So at any time, please email me and I can help you out. Right now, let's go ahead then, and it is 5 till. I want to let you know that we are going to have RAMP again next Thursday, so please come back for more learning fun. We are actually going to let everybody write on the board next week. Please check your student email just in case. Like, it's a great idea to check it every day. Okay? Now, if you need to contact me, please email me at mbowers@pacyber.org. If some of you want to stick around in the end, I'm going to let you draw on the board, but I have to make a couple of important announcements. We have a program called First in Math. If you would like to sign up for First in Math, or if parents are sitting there and you want your child to practice with First in Math, it is an awesome program to practice your math on, and I will make sure that you get registered for the program. All you need to do is just email me or stay after class and let me know, and I will make sure that you get enrolled in the First in Math program. Some of your older siblings may have already been in it. You know it's a wonderful program, so I encourage you to use that. Also, we have to offer you this year the Pizza Hut reading program. So check your email. I did send out an announcement in your email, and it will explain it. It's the Book It program. So if you want to read over that, if you have any questions, just email me or your IS with information on that as well. Okay, it is never fun to end, but I believe that you have successfully learned a little bit about me. I got to learn a little bit about some of you. We talked about some procedures and classroom rules, and we talked a little bit about First in Math, the Book It program. So my question to you down here, a little quiz before we go. Let me clear the polling. I'm going to hide the answers so you can't look at your friends. Ready? And then we'll tell you what the answer is. Okay, the question is, RAMP stands for Reading and Math Practice. Give me a green check for true, a red X for false. And I did tell you the answer at the beginning of class. So let's see. RAMP stands for Reading and Math Practice. Is that green check for true or red X for false? And you'll find that green check right beside where you raise your hand. Just hover over that. And raise your hand if you would like to tell us the correct answer. Let's see, Katie stepped away. Dylan, okay, all right. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to publish your answer. Oh, look, look, look. And see, I didn't answer and Mrs. Newell didn't answer. So that's why we have 6 out of 9 did get it correct. So let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Savannah, go ahead and tell us what is the correct answer.
Reading and Math Practice.
Yes, Reading and Math Practice. So green check for yes, you are correct. So big round of applause to all of you. You actually all got it correct. So thank you so much for your attention. And thank you for paying attention. Excellent job. So let's see what we've got. Yay, you have successfully completed your first RAMP class. So go ahead, give yourself a big round of applause, a thumbs up, anything. Okay, it is true, and I hope that you all will come back. Next week's riddle is this. Are you ready, everybody? Don't tell the answer now, but come back with the answer next week. Here's our riddle. What belongs to you, but others use it more than you do? And I'll send this out in an email so you don't have to write it down, okay? So what belongs to you, but others use it more than you do? If you come back to our RAMP class next week, you could tell us the answer then. That's just my teaser to leave you with because I want you all to come back, okay? So remember, test 20 is due. Most of you have been submitting it, and if you haven't, go ahead and work on it. If you have any questions, just email me. Also, your fluency tests. Next week we are going to do, look, everybody's favorite thing, Savannah, we're going to be doing leading digits and front-end estimation. And we're going to talk about estimating and rounding. And we're really going to get into some work there, but it's a good thing. Same place, same time. Okay, Reading and Math Practice every Thursday unless I tell you otherwise. Let's go ahead and see what else. I do want to leave you with one sweet thought because this is one of my favorite things to do and I never have time in the beginning. But I like to do Thinking Third Graders and leave you with a thought. Think about the kind of person that you want to be today, and remember that that person should be someone who is respectful to the people around them, positive and respectful. So today I am thankful for Calvert and PA Cyber and for all of you, and I want you to just take a moment to be thankful for something in your life. And that's how I want to leave you all today. Just take a moment to be thankful for something. And let's have a great year together, and I'll be here next week, same place, same time, and if there are any parent questions, now is the time. You all are dismissed. Thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful day. Questions, stick around, otherwise you're free to go, and please come back.